I'm over here at the Greenway parked and it's raining, so I can't do my run. I don't have the proper clothes. So I observed a lot of strange things today. Two cars were here and they already left while it's pouring down rain. And here's another one that's pulled up. And I observed a lady when I woke up. It was 7:20, and I observed a lady coming out of the Greenway path. She was heavy set, and she had a little dog on a leash and the dog's stroller, and she was kind of walking really slowly. But the thing is, it's raining, like not drizzling, raining, like steady rain, and at times going up to more of a downpour. So I thought that was strange. And then she got in her car. She loaded her little dog in there and got in her car. And she didn't look like it was easy for her to do such a thing. But, I know if I walk my dog, I probably wouldn't bring the dog out in the rain, um, unless it was just a light drizzle. And then I observed a woman in her sport bra and bike shorts put on her baseball cap and take a refreshing run. And it is, it's pretty much downpouring now. And then she emerged from the path right there, turned around backwards, picked up her phone really high, slightly angled her body so that the phone was facing my car, and took a picture. So lots of strange goings on here. And my phone is just getting hijacked so badly. And I woke up and the bone, the bone that you can usually see in my hand and the veins are gone. And I don't know if you could see, or my watch was pushed all the way down. There's a line below the watch. It was pushed all the way down there, but it should actually be right there below my hand. And I always put it back up there below my hand. Well, I can't do that now, today. So, and you can see my hand is swollen. And these are two puncture wounds. The one on the top is freshly opened. And this is like some black stuff that it will not wash off. It's embedded in my skin. So, and my phone is purposely not, it's changing the angle. It's changing the angle that I'm trying to videotape this at, and it's changing the proportions in real time of everything. Like everything is all off here. So, like look at the size of the hand there. And then what if I put it close up, they're gonna expand everything, expand the wrist to look bigger than it is. But this is just very strange and very wild goings on. I'm getting cryptic messages. Cryptic messages about my Facebook are coming in. And yeah, there's this guy called Chief, and I don't know what state he works out of. I thought it was Texas. I could really use some good advice at this time because another thing is that I received a really well written letter, but again from someone that I don't know who they are, who are saying that they are a TI. And I'm like, they said that they have all like links to 500 articles, and I'm like, I can't open that. So, because I don't know who this person is. And I'm like, there could be help, but then, every time help looks like it's being offered, it's not help. So I have to be very careful because they're talking about Facebook, and they have somebody who sounds very intelligent but who is a stranger sending me a letters with saying that they have a link on Google Drive that's 500, and I'm like, I don't know who this person is. And it had an Indian name, and they've done phishing before with me with Indian name people. So, the things in the letter were very, very good and very important, but there some to have to go to the drive of this person, and I don't know the person, and so you see how the whole psyops thing works here, because I don't know if that's just a phishing to drop something on my phone that shouldn't be there, or somebody who's watching from afar who's trying to give me help, but I've become so, cautious and hypervigilant that I can't receive the help. Who knows at this point? So, yeah, I know as Christians we're supposed to pray for wisdom, and to me, this would be like the time to get some counsel from somebody else, because my body's being changed so fast, and my rights on the phone and hacking on the phone the rights are being taken away, and the hacking on the phone is increasing. I mean, I know they're collecting this video, but this YouTube that I'm on, it seems to be a sequestered version of YouTube, to where there's probably a designated audience to make comments, and or it might be completely AI. But even so, that would mean that other people's rights are being taken, because they're using, if this is AI impersonating other people, they're not supposed to do that. I don't think that's happening, because that's too much of a breach, because that would be, taking other people's stuff and pretending to be them, and I don't think they would do that to just anybody. But I also feel like I have AI commenters and people that have been designated to comment, and I'll go on to a video with thousands of views and thousands of thumbs up, and just see a small amount of comments, like 20, 40, so totally disproportionate to what the number of views or the number of likes were. So the whole YouTube that I'm in, it seems to be sequestered. The feed is completely catering to me for both psyops, to mess with my head, the titles that come up in this feed, and then the other parts of the feed, it'll be nothing but like police stories, crime stories, murder stories. That's what comes up in my feed. So I'm just making this video because I am seeking help, and I need to give some updates once in a while. And what has happened? I usually, after I pray, I run and I pray, and then there's a bench down there that I set up Bible verses and play my guitar and sing music about the Lord. And so, whatever the case may be, I have my cards have to be anchored down with paper clips, because the weather around here, which is not really windy, will just, there'll be a slight breeze that'll show up after I start singing, and then all the cards will just start blowing, and they're like index cards. So index cards blowing off the table. So I use paper clips. Well, yesterday, for the first time, the paper clipped index packs blew off the table. And then while singing, I have a binder with it's not a big hardcover binder. It's a plastic binder, but it's filled with music, so it's heavy. Well, there I paper clipped 5 pages because like I'll be playing and whatever page I'm looking at, it'll turn. So I paper clipped the pages, and so this breeze, it was a breeze, not wind. This so-called breeze actually flipped about 10 paper clipped pages. So this is and I just see that as warfare against what I am blessed to be able to do for God. And that's what I do for God. Share my music and offer the word of God if anybody should be curious and want to see the word of God. And I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that. But yeah, the situation it's really strange. And then there was a work truck with a lawnmower on the back, like the park truck kind of trucks. So it had the lawnmower on a flatbed behind the truck, the pickup truck, and it sat out here for a while in the parking lot in the downpour. So, and this is what happens intermittently inside my car. Let me see. It's on the inside this time because sometimes it'll happen on the outside. And I grew up in New York, so we had all kinds of weather. We had hot, humid summers. I mean, not humid like down in Alabama and Florida, but we would have humid days and not so humid days. We had like the gamut of weather in New York, so I know exactly what should be happening in a car. In all kinds of weather, all kinds of temperatures, whether it's raining, whether it's not raining, in all kinds of humidity, whether it's humid or not humid. And this has never happened. So I have the windows just steam up for no reason. And I can feel the moisture is being shot into my car, and it happens even if it's not raining. They will steam up the windows even if it's not raining. The temperature outside is warm. It's warm. It's not cold out, but the temperature of the glass will change in this car. It will get very cold at times, and then other times they will superheat the car to where it's like 140 degrees in here, and I actually had to get some gloves to be able to hold the steering wheel. And this is Cleveland, Tennessee, and it just does not get that hot in the summer. It's pretty much the way it was in New York City. Anyway, I am beginning to start my day, waiting for the library to open. I'm gonna go get some distilled water, and I have to be on my way.